Title: When I rushed my 7-year-old daughter to the hospital for a rash, the nurse took me aside into a separate room. The doctor told me, "You must divorce your wife immediately." Start: When I rushed my 7-year-old daughter to the hospital, I thought it was just a rash, maybe an allergy or something she ate. But when the nurse saw her arm, her expression changed. She whispered something to the doctor, and within minutes, I was asked to step into another room. That room changed everything. The doctor's tone was calm but heavy. "Mr. Ahmed, you need to divorce your wife, immediately." I blinked. "What are you talking about?" He hesitated, then said the words that hollowed me out. "Your daughter's rash is from an untreated infection, a sexually transmitted infection. It didn't come from her, it came from exposure, likely indirect, through a caregiver. Do you understand what I'm saying?" I did, too well. I walked out of that room a different man. My wife, Sarah, was my everything. We'd been together for 10 years. She was the calm to my chaos, the reason I believed in stability. When our daughter, Hannah, was born, I thought I'd built my heaven. We were ordinary, but happy. Morning laughter over burnt toast, late-night talks about dreams we could never afford, and that smile, hers, soft, practiced, comforting. But sometimes comfort is camouflage. 6 months before the hospital visit, I'd started noticing her phone habits changing. Silent mode, face down, locked tighter than a vault. I told myself it was paranoia. Marriage makes you trust or it kills you. I chose trust. Until the doctor's words stripped that choice away. I didn't confront her, not that night. I tucked Hannah in, kissed her forehead, and sat in the dark, staring at the wall. The air felt thick, like the truth was watching me breathe. At 2 a.m., while Sarah slept beside me, I unlocked her phone using her fingerprint. It wasn't even hard. She stirred, then turned. I froze, heart racing, but she didn't wake. Messages, photos, voice notes. A man named Kamran. Work, work indeed. The messages were explicit. Hotels, dates, promises, lies wrapped in affection. And then I found something worse. A photo of Hannah at a park, sent to him. She'd introduced our daughter to him. That night, I didn't cry. I didn't scream. I just watched her sleep and wondered how someone could lie so beautifully. By sunrise, the pain had turned to precision. You don't destroy someone in anger. You destroy them with clarity. I began documenting everything, every message, every transaction, every lie. I visited the hospital again, quietly requesting a written report of Hannah's diagnosis. The doctor, reluctant but understanding, handed it over. "If you're planning to act," he said, "do it carefully." I nodded. I already was. Next, I hired a private investigator. I told him I suspected infidelity and provided the name Kamran. Within days, I had photos of them together. Restaurants, hotels, his car parked near our home when I was at work. Sarah's affair wasn't a mistake, it was a routine. While she thought I was oblivious, I was rewriting the ending of our marriage. I transferred our joint savings into an account under Hannah's name. I changed the property deed to a trust that excluded her. And I met a lawyer, quietly, discreetly, with evidence in hand. The case was airtight. Adultery, neglect, medical risk to our child. It was almost poetic how perfectly it would all collapse. The confrontation happened 2 weeks later. Hannah was at my sister's house. Sarah came home humming, scrolling her phone, unaware that the life she knew was minutes away from ending. I sat in the living room, a folder on the table. She paused. "Why are you sitting in the dark?" I motioned for her to sit. "We need to talk." She frowned, but sat across from me. I slid the hospital report toward her. "Do you know what this is?" She read, eyes narrowing. "What's this supposed to?" "Explain why our daughter has a sexually transmitted infection," I said, voice steady. Her face drained of color. She stammered, "That's impossible." "It's not," I interrupted. "You brought someone into her life who's infected, Kamran." She froze. Complete silence. Then denial. "You're twisting things." I played one of the voice notes from her phone. Her voice filled the room, whispering his name, promising him forever. Her eyes filled with tears. "Ahmed, please, it wasn't." "It was," I said coldly, "and now it's over." I handed her divorce papers. "Sign them." You'll get nothing but your clothes. Everything else is Hannah's. She reached for my hand, crying, "You can't do this to me." I met her gaze, calm as a blade. "You already did this to yourself." The next morning, her secret became public. My lawyer filed for divorce, citing adultery and endangerment of a minor. The evidence, photos, reports, messages, was irrefutable. Her parents disowned her. Kamran vanished. She tried to call me for weeks. I blocked her. Then, one evening, I received a text from an unknown number. "I'm sorry." I deleted it without reading further. 48 hours after that hospital visit, my life had flipped completely. Sarah was gone, Kamran was under investigation for transmitting disease, and Hannah was receiving treatment. I watched her sleep in her hospital bed, tiny, peaceful, untouched by the storm that wrecked her mother's world. Sometimes justice isn't loud, it's silent, surgical, and final. Sarah once told me that love is about forgiveness, maybe, but betrayal is about consequences, and I made sure she learned that lesson permanently. When the nurse came to check Hannah's vitals, she smiled softly at me. "Your daughter's healing fast," she said. I nodded. "So am I." Then I looked at the window reflection, my own eyes, calm now, steady. The kind of calm that only comes when you've burned everything fake and walked out of the ashes clean. People think revenge ruins you. They're wrong. It rebuilds you, just without the parts that once trusted the wrong person.